Salutations YouTube. Today I will be going over all of the 5-star units that I have currently have as a free-to-play player of Another Eden. And in total, currently I have 23 5-star characters, 4 of them from the chance encounters, 5 of them from the story, and 14 of them pulled from the dreams. So out of the 14 that I pulled from dreams, 13 of them were from the single pulls, while 1 was from a 10 pull. So starting off, I have Giryu. He's a chance encounter that I got back in November before Thanksgiving. And I found him to be pretty easy to get since I had mainly water DPS as my 5 stars at the moment. So he wasn't too difficult for me. Mariel, I was really fortunate to pull her early on the story, so she has carried me throughout the whole game. I started playing back in October, so I've been playing for 3 months, and Mariel has been my most used 5-star since she is the best healer. Next, I have Mighty. I pulled Mighty really early on in the story, and I pulled him twice, once as a 4.5 and the second time as a 5-star. And he has been amazing for clearing the mobs and boss fights as well. So he has carried me till this day, and I still use him. Love him. Next, I have Miris, who I pulled twice as a 4.5 star. I had her for a while, but I haven't upgraded her until last month when I finally got enough chance scripts to do so. And she has been quite helpful, especially for water content, such as bosses that specialize in water. Next, I have AS Saki, my one and only AS character currently. She is quite awesome, in my opinion, for fire-based battles where you need like a water debuffer and protector. And I got her through the chance encounter probably before Thanksgiving, because that's when I first got Aldo, who made it possible for me to beat the chance encounter required to get her. So next we have Aldo, who is from the story. I 5-starred him right before Thanksgiving, and basically I did it so I can do Saki AS. This is Cradle encounters. And I still use him quite frequently for his Valor chant, which is quite helpful. The next 2 characters are from the Persona 5 collaboration, Joker and Morgana. I personally use Morgana more since I find him to be more versatile in terms of being a debuffer, healer, and wind damage dealer. I still use Joker for mainly XP grinding since his Valor chant essentially costs 0 MP and allows me to grind experience more efficiently. Next, I have Shani, who is an awesome water unit. And basically, I got her early on as well, probably right after I got a Mighty 5-star. I pulled her once as a 5-star, and I have used her pretty much the whole story up to this chapter. Next, I have my very first chance encounter, Asami. And I found Asami's chance encounter to be not as difficult as others, since I did have Xion, so he made it a lot easier for me to beat her down. And it actually took me longer to upgrade her to 5 stars since it took longer for her tome to drop than me actually defeating her. Next, I have Cyrus, who I got from the story. He is pretty recent, as I got him like a week ago, since I finally got enough Psalms for his Bravestorm class upgrade. And I find him to be pretty decent as a neutral DPS and a water DPS as well. So next I have Iska, who I pulled from the IDA banner when I first started as a 4.5 star. But I just upgraded her to 5-star last month alongside Miris. So she has been pretty good for Ukwaji and others since her Valor chant's really good. Xion, the boss killer, I pulled him once as a 5-star early on the story, and he was really good for the zombie encounters and basically for any bosses who are weak to fire. In general, I just use him all the time because he's awesome. So we have Sukiha, who is actually my most recent 5-star. I pulled her from the Shigeri banner as a single pull, and I just got her probably 4 days ago, and I had everything to upgrade her, so I upgraded immediately since I like the fire DPS and basically need one more to complete my mono fire team. So next I have Renri, who is an amazing non-elemental DPS axe user. I pulled her from the Byakuya banner, I believe, from Helena's side story. And she has been really helpful for multiple reasons, since she does have highlights because I pulled her twice as a 5-star. So she is amazing, and I gave her all my light items for access. So she has quite a lot of light that I use for farming. Coincidentally, my next character, Bertrand, also has a light, since I pulled him 3 times as a 5-star as a dupe. So he currently has the most light out of any of the characters that I have currently. And he's been an awesome tank. So I've been using it a lot for bosses that deal a lot of physical damage. Next I have Seti, who I pulled from the same banner that I pulled Renry from. And I used him quite a bit until I got more fire units. So he was sort of delegated to the back row most of the time, but he's pretty cool. I still like him, but I don't use him as often anymore. Next, I have Suzette, who I pulled from her AS banner back in November when the Dogma Tower side story was released. And I really like her. She's probably the waifu of this game, but she's been awesome. And I can't wait for her Manifest weapon to drop probably next month. Next, I have Leclerc, who I pulled as a 4.5 star. I upgraded to 5, probably the beginning of November. And I have used her for mainly water, for water DPS, since she does have the triple hit water XL skill. Next, I have Amy, who is a story character. She's pretty good as a non-elemental fist user. And I basically got her for the Giselle boss fight to get Guildna's 5-star class to be unlocked. And I still use her for other content as well. Here I have my 3rd chance encounter, Serene. And she was probably the easiest of all the chance encounters personally, since I have both Asami and Shion. And she was probably the 3rd character that I upgraded for chance scripts, since the first 3 that I worked with were the chance encounters, so she's been awesome. Next, I have Tsubame, the only character that I pulled from a 10 pull, and I got her from the banner. So I was quite fortunate because I wasn't expecting to pull her at all. And in general, I usually don't pull from 10 pulls. I probably only pulled 5 times 10 pulls, because usually I never have enough chronos to actually pull it, and most of the time I usually only get 4s and 3 stars. So I guess my expectations with 10 pulls aren't as great as others, since I mainly got my 5 stars from single pulls. And finally, my last 5-star is Melina, who I pulled from her banner last month when it was released with her AS, another style. And I was quite happy to have gotten the OG version, since she will be getting a Manifest weapon later down the line. So those are all of my 5-star characters that I have currently. For 4.5 stars, I still have the other story characters such as Helena and Guildna. I have Miyu and Seal, who I haven't upgraded since I haven't been wanting to farm their very hard dungeons for their psalms or materials for their weapon. I do have Ilulu and Dewey, both as 4.5 stars. And if I get enough chance scripts, I'm probably going to upgrade Dewey next, since I'm mostly interested in him. And I do not have the materials present for Ilulu's upgrade. So overall, I have to say my luck with the gacha pulls, my 14 single pulls, was pretty good, considering as a free-to-play player, and I've only been playing for 3 months. So since I have 23 5-stars now, I think that's a pretty good number for 3 months. And I hope I'm going to accumulate more 5-stars later on. I'm trying to get AS Nagi currently, but that hasn't been going as well, so hopes to me that I'll do better at pulling her. So please like and subscribe. And this is my first voiceover, so please tell me if I can improve anything, since I don't really have a microphone, so this is probably the best I can do. So thank you, have a nice day, and I wish you good luck on your pulls.